Alright, we're back at it, and well, we're in the boring cub now, so nothing too exciting. Looking at our nearest, we have, well, we're here, we've been there, we've been there, we've been there. So Alma is now next up on our list. Let's see if we can go direct to it. Nope. Alright. Let's click that, try that again. Do we have an enter? Okay, I just do it that way. Touch screen. I don't know if I can just click like it should. There we go. If we do that and then that. Perfect. Alright, so very, very easy flight. We are sort of at the end of the runway here. Gonna go ahead and make sure everything is working properly. Okay, we're good there. Get a little bit of volume in my ear because right now I can't hear a whole lot of anything. Let's go ahead and go 2 clicks. Actually, yeah, full flaps. I think that is 2 clicks. 1, 2. Nope. Alright, let's just do 2 clicks. Don't know if we're supposed to use it on takeoff, but we're going to. Alright. Rudders are working. Take our brakes off, power up, because we've got a very short bit here. And we're up. Alright, we'll make a left turn here. Flaps up. RPM back just a little bit. And we are off to Alma 4D9. Put that in my list. This will be the 25th strip that we've gone to. And I feel like we're probably going to do quite a few in this. It's going to be fairly easy running as well. We're just going to follow the highway. And I'm going to go lazy. Level. Make it altitude. There we go. Just hold this altitude. Thank you. And yeah, we can look around now. Not that there's too much to see, but we're essentially driving there. Just a couple 100 feet off the ground. So we got the big reservoir over here. Well, it's not big, but fairly large reservoir. That is going to be, I think it's Harlan County Lake. Yeah, I've never been there. Got Republican City and Bloomington on our way here, but I think we're already past Bloomington. Might have been back that way. So Republican City is going to be up here at the edge of the lake. Should be on this highway. Doing 130, ground speed 130. Too many trees. All these trees in the field that aren't supposed to be there. Almost looks like a little racetrack, but I'm pretty sure it's just a dried up pond. So yeah, we're gonna have this one, and then most likely we're gonna have a little private field up by Oxford. See though, the landscape isn't completely flat, especially when you're this low. When you get a little higher, definitely looks really flat. But this must be, let's click back this way. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a little further in, but somewhere, yeah, that's Republican City. That'll take us to Alma, then down this road. There's the reservoir and the dam. Is town. Now there is a Harlan County Lake marker on here, but I'm pretty sure that's helicopter. Or actually, I think actually it is, no, that's water landing. I think that's what it's marked as. I don't know the actual, looking at it here, this bit, and then this. So I'm guessing that means just a waterway that you can land on. We are not too far out, 4.4 miles out. What is our runway? North-south and hard surface. I mean, it's the ground, so it's going to be hard depending on how fast you're going. Looks like it is actually just before town. And we are getting fairly close. Since we're flying so low, it's gonna sneak up on us. Go ahead and autopilot off. Oh my god, it did not trim itself out. So it just went back to like the default pull up. Apparently, that's kind of weird. Alright, where is our airport? The highway is going to go a little wobbly here. Alright, I think I see the airport. Back, burn off some speed, nice short landing in here, and then I am going to actually stop on the runway so that we can find out what the nearest is. For a second, which one was actually the runway? Oh, overspeed a little bit on the flaps. That's fine. Little wobbly and ugly. It's alright. I think if we just stop here, we'll be able to take off just fine. So NE21 is the next thing that it's saying is closest. Let's just scroll though, make sure. Yep, so NE21 for Holdridge. Is that not gonna take us to that private one? Let's double check. Oh no, alright, NE21 is the private one. Got it. Okay. Direct nearest NE21. That is Clyde Airfield. Saying it is a public airport. I don't think it is. So what do we got information on this? We got a runway north-south, and it is soft surface, 2,000 feet. That'll be fine. Alright, well, let me put that one in the book, NE21. Away we go. Alright, get ourselves pointed that way. 15.5 miles out. Lazy mode again. Altitude, autopilot, heading. Probably don't need to do heading with level mode, but this way I can steer with it. So we got the highways crossing here. It's a mess of an intersection. You know what? Let's go up to 3,000. Running a little low. Alright, so this is going to take us to the private field out here, which is not really close to Holdridge. It's more close to Oxford. Actually, way closer. And I don't think we're actually going to go to Holdridge. I think Arapahoe is going to be the next place I go to, based on what is closest, which kind of looks like we'll then just go down the highway to Cambridge, Bartley, and McCook. And McCook would probably be a decent ending place for this. That's actually going to cover a lot of ground. But let's take a look around at the world. A little flatter in this direction. We will start getting back into the hills. I think the highway and the railroad kind of follows a creek. Republican River. 9.7 miles out. Town-wise, in between here, there's going to be a little town called Mascot. We may cross that. We should have a highway that's kind of following the same angle as us, unless we actually crossed it. Doesn't look like we did, so be a little left of us. So this, I don't even know what this little town is, or if it's even a little town. Could just be a big farm. Yeah, big farm. Are just a little off track. Yeah, so I think the valley's over there, which is where the highway and the railroad are following. We'll head back down to it once we get to Arapahoe and start heading towards McCook. We should have a railroad track coming up soon. And that's where Mascot's gonna be. But we may have went too far north. Alright, there's some sort of intersection going on over there. It may indicate we're closer to the highway. Maybe not, though. Is that the railroad track? I don't know. All right. That may be the town. Or we could already be well past it. We are almost on top of the airport. So, let's go searching for this. Autopilot off. Alright, that's kind of looking... runway-ish, and we just flew over it, so that easily could be our little strip there, but we'll circle and look. It's looking like it though, with the line drawn in the map, so. Watch the speed here. These do not like to bank and go slow. Yeah, I think that's our runway. One part of it, I think it's this. Didn't need flaps. This place is a massive sod runway. Well, touchdown there. 84 NE. It's Beaver City. Is Beaver City actually closer? I don't think it is. Oh, Beaver City is in a way different direction than I thought. 84 NE. That's 12.5 miles. It is closer than Arapahoe. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's down here. Runway is sod 2000. Okay, well, I guess that's where we're headed. Trek 2. 84 NE. Actually really like how this thing is set up compared to all the other GPS. Makes this kind of really simple to do, and it orders it just how I need it to do it. So we may stick with this for a while on this trip until we got to cover a lot of ground, but 12.5 miles out, let's power up. We go. All right, well, we may have to go all the way down here and then up to Arapahoe. But that is how this little game is going to work. Get back up to 3,000. Autopilot on, altitude, hold on. Heading on. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be Oxford. We're going to have highway and railroad going through town here. And the creek. There's railroad and the highway. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go nav. That way it just takes us there directly. Stop wasting time. Although now it's gonna do this massive left, right to get back on track. So getting a few more hills down here, but it's right on the edge of the valley. I know it doesn't really look like a valley, but it's definitely got a little bit of a cut into it. So we're at 2,800. It's 200 feet lower than we were. Yeah, this is Beaver City. This airport is not even on the VFR map. We were up here. I thought for sure we were going here. Nope, we're heading down there, so. Six miles out. This will be number 27 on the trip total. So this is called Hewitt's. Guessing it's just a farm strip. Elevation down here is 2,500, so it was 2,250 at the last place we were at, so there was a bit of a elevation gain there. And it's going to continue to gain as we head west. 3 miles out. We are out in the boonies now. Forgot what this highway is. That is runs south. I don't know if I've even been on that highway before, or road. Yeah, I don't think I've been on that one as much as I've driven around this part and into Kansas with Norton and Oberlin. I don't think I've ever been on the road we're headed to Beaver City. Alright, 1.2 miles out. Autopilot off. This GPS screen is really awesome as well. Being able to zoom in and it have the runway right there shown on screen. Is that even gonna help find it? Is it that? No, I don't know. It might be that little strip next to the trees. Let's get turned around and looking at it. And yeah, it does look like Arapahoe is going to be next closest, so we just did a little jaunt south out of our way. God, I don't see it. Apparently we're over it. At first I thought it was that little bit there. Alright, we'll try it from the other direction and see if we spot it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more if possible. Apparently it's right next to us. Is it just the road? Is that what we're going with? It's the road? Maybe that's why it's not on the VFR map. Okay, let's... turn ourselves a bit more. Yeah, I don't see a damn thing. I don't think it actually exists anymore. I'm gonna kind of go like this, watch the GPS. Okay, so it is. Is it that? It must be this. Okay. Well, we got it. We flew over it. We're not going to land at it because it's a little funky. Let's head to Arapahoe now. So that is the next step. So we're on 37V. And autopilot, nav is on, altitude hold is on. It makes sense though why that was not on the VFR map now. So, oops, that's my list. I wanted to send this over on screen. So we were down here, close to here. We're headed back up to Arapahoe to this airport. We were over here, so. Back down to the low 2,200 elevation. What happened to... Okay. Alright, so, a little bit out of our way for no reason. Second time that's happened. That one we sort of found, but there was some definite issues with that one. So Arapahoe, this one should be hard surface, 3,000 feet. Pretty much coming in directly at the angle for it, 3.3. Yeah, so should be able to just hopefully hold this angle and land, and then I'm going to assume Cambridge is up next. We're almost to Johnson Lake, where I started the whole Microsoft Flight Sim career at, but that is just a little out of the way, and we're not going to catch that until we start flying down the interstate. Alright, so city of Arapahoe, right here, town, village, whatever we're calling it. Should be seeing a runway in front of us. There it is. Right there. Not quite at the right angle. Yep, Cambridge just popped up as next closest, other than Beaver City. Autopilot off. So I think we'll just do a little touch and go here since we know Cambridge is for sure, unless something sneaks in right at the last minute, but I don't think it's going to. Oh boy, wasn't ready for that hard twitch. And up we go. Off to Cambridge. Direct to nearest. Cambridge, activate, and autopilot on. Alright, so we got Arapahoe in, now we're going KCSB. $11 miles out. Pop up in our seat here. Looks like we're going to be off the highway most of the way. But it's down there in the trees. It should get a little bit closer to us and then turn away. City-wise, doesn't look like we're going to be able to see much. Holbrook is on the highway. And it's probably getting close. Off this direction, not a whole lot. To have a lake just north of Cambridge, so we might start seeing that. Or a reservoir. Not a real lake. We're at 3,000 feet. And yeah, Cambridge is going to be at 2,670. So we're climbing. McCook, where we're probably going to end this video, is they're at 2,600. So it actually goes back down a little bit. I guess Cambridge, the airport's at 2,400. There is a hill. Maybe it's not a hill. What does a double peak mean? I don't know. Alright, so Cambridge is going to be kind of at the same angle as Arapahoe was. 5 miles out from that now. Little valley there. So I think what we'll do, well, we can zoom in here and get a decent idea once we're a half mile away. I'm guessing this is the airport and these are the hangars. Be a quick turn into it. Autopilot off. We're not really getting the runway shown to us. There it is. Oh, because it's not grass, so it's not green like the other. Oh wow. Is that is a much longer runway than I thought it was going to be. 4,000 feet. I guess I should read. It is surrounded by trees that I bet are not really there. Yeah, because they're all in a field. Bartley is up next, and that's what I assumed we were going to get. We do have a power line here, so watch that. Kill off a bit of speed here. Oh, we got lights here as well. Pappy lights. A fancy airport. And we're just going to do a touch and go. Very quick touch. And off to Bartley. Or Lee Field. Activate. Autopilot on. I hardly have to do anything here. Just click a button. Alright, Lee Field is 6NE7. This is going to be number 30 that we've went near. We've only landed at, or done a touch and go at 28. This one is only 8 miles off and it's right along the highway. Very, very short, 2,000 feet. And it's going to go parallel to the highway. So yeah, it's on the left side of the highway. It may, I mean, it's showing the icon right on the railroad. Right now the railroad and the highway are not very far apart. I don't know if this is in between them or if it's gonna be yeah, I don't know. Oh, and we got some water from the creek. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. And it's hard surface. Okay, was not expecting that at all. I have no idea what to expect when we get here. So that was a whole bunch of weird info. I'm guessing we're gonna have something weird like this. The little canal here not getting fully filled in. This is gonna be the town of Bartley. We are 3.5 miles out. The road kind of turns in Bartley. I'm gonna go ahead and just follow along the highway and the railroad, because what I'm seeing it's past the town. I was gonna say this is like this little opening here makes sense, having it in between, but that is not. Oh, I see it, I think. I think that is it in the opening in the trees. Yes, it is. I'm gonna have to find some pictures of this place. It's a short one. Watch out for the building. Oh, we got a touchdown. Okay, head back up. Touchdown enough. Alright, well, had no idea that was there. Off to McCook to finish this one out. Let's go with nearest, McCook, activate, and autopilot on. Real quick, I'm gonna do a photo. Just to get a decent screenshot for the thumbnail. Had to make it larger as well because this is a longer trip, so I need to have more of the screen for the map for how I'm doing the thumbnail. But yeah, now we go to McCook. We got the town of Indianola up here. And then into McCook. Got some hills off to our left. Yeah, I think if I'm ever down in this area and I remember, I am gonna go find that strip just to see. Indianola, a lot bigger than I thought it was. I know this looks tiny, but they got a pool. I think that's a pool. So we are going to continue along the railroad track, which is here. Highway kind of goes off that way and then cuts back down. Got a bit of a sand pit over here. Definitely, though, too many trees. If they update one thing, I wish it was to remove a lot of these trees that shouldn't be here. But we got two options. Actually, I think we got three options at McCook. Let's take a look. Runway. Yeah, we got three different options. We got the grass strip and then two crossing paved strips. God, this is the best GPS in the game for this. A little longer video, but we covered a lot of ground. I think the next flight will be with this as well. Where we will be heading, well, there's a ton of private strips just west of here. Uh-oh. I think we are out of fuel. There we go. Yes. Neither of them look good. Oh wait, that one's okay. This one's not. Which is why when I turned it to right, it worked. Alright, so coming into McCook, they do have a racetrack. Well, they used to have a racetrack, and then it got turned into a half a track, then a go-kart track. I don't even know where it is. We'll probably see it in the next video on our way out of town. So I have this feeling it's on the west side, but not 100% sure on that. We're just gonna, I mean, we got so much runway here. I don't even think we need to slow down until we get over the runway. We'll slow down before it, though. Alrighty. Final one of this little trip. Fairly decent landing. And we're just going to stop on the runway. That is McCook. I didn't add it to my list. MCK. And then ahead of us Got 11.7 miles, a smaller place, and then pretty much the same distance. And yeah, we're going to be going to these 3 for sure on the next one. So they are all listed. We're going to see some interesting farm strips, I assume. And yeah, hope you're enjoying this series. Thanks for watching.